Hey Pisces, hope you are doing well this morning. We're going to check in for the energies. This is for Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising. The word that's coming through right now for you is progress. So whether you're making progress, you're leaning into pursuit to make progress, or it's something that you should be focusing on, that's the word that is coming on in for you right now. So progress is a good thing, right? Only when we make change in the pursuit of progressing, of getting into the new destination that we want to achieve in terms of our vision, that is where we see benefits. So with the heart chakra, you've got passion ignited and movement, choices, decisions. I feel this is really an important time for you, Pisces, to get connected into the place where you feel lit up, okay? Well, I understand the heart chakra, is green, and then obviously we can have pink related to it for unconditional love. I feel there's still some form of healing around your heart that needs to happen, but it's a place where to be empowered of making decisions from the heart and not being too hard on yourself when you have led from the heart. I think there's a difference in leading from the heart and knowing the truth versus leading from the heart and making decisions that aren't in your highest good, okay? And I think right now it's just being infused with yourself and trusting where you are leading and where you are going, where you want to make progress, or what is progressing is in alignment with your heart, with that feel good, trusted energy. Okay, and I feel like that's a really important piece to this puzzle right now, Pisces. If you are leaning into something that doesn't feel right, please trust in that. I mean, your heart's like a third brain. I don't know if you've heard that before, but they say the stomach, the heart, and then there's the brain, right? But they all have a function when it comes to how we operate, how we feel, like our direction when we're listening and when we're paying attention. But also too, it's kind of like our sixth sense, right? And once it's kind of like once you step into that space, passion is ignited, and she's glowing as well from this heart space. And what I love about this is kind of looks like, a phoenix rising. Even though it's a human rising, I feel like this is something that is just getting in touch with what is really firing you up, of what is going to fire you up so much that you're willing to take action and you're committed to that action to do what you need to do to get to the path of success that you're looking for and seeking. That's what's coming up here, Pisces, for you. In terms of movement, choices, decisions, it's interesting too because there's green again here, which is, I mean, to me, that looks like nourishment. That looks like the seeds that you've planted and want to expand. So where are you leaning into? Because I feel when we're really aligned and connected emotionally, in addition to emotional connection, but it's like being in alignment with your feeling center. When we get into manifestation mode, it's connected to our feeling because that's what we're expanding out to the world. Our energy based on how we're feeling, right? When you're pissed off, sometimes people can feel it, right? They might be able to notice expressions on your face, but a lot of the time people can feel it. I don't know if you've ever gone for a run or a walk and accidentally connected with someone, like as in brush past them, and it's like in your personal zone or in your intimate zone, and it's kind of like, oh my God, how do I get rid of that? Like it was so heavy. And so you could feel the frustration in someone as they're as they, came past you. And being an empath and someone who can usually pick up on this, Pisces, I feel like this is an important part to trust, because when you are connected to your truth, to your heart center, and to your desires and passions and what you're energetically putting out there, all these other things fall into place. All the other things fall into place, but you've got to be in a space within yourself that feels safe, supported, loved, but giving that to you first and getting into that vision of what it is you want for your life that's in alignment with your truth. Not what is super comfortable and it's like, okay, no, I'm just going to go after this because it's easy or because I know it. How about what if you extend yourself? How about if you have a vision, a dream, and go a bit bolder, go a bit brighter and start taking action towards that? And then imagine all the other things just falling into place, right? So I feel like this is about dreaming bigger, going larger, but making sure it's super aligned to what you want, and extend yourself, whether it's financial, whether it's love, whatever it is. Sometimes we can get so specific on what we want and what we desire. I think that we end up blocking the opportunity for things to come in, or things don't come in the way we expect it, so we don't actually see it for what it is. All right. Let's dive in a bit deeper and see what Spirit has for you, Pisces, because right now the choices, I just feel there's a lot around the heart chakra right now, a lot connecting to the place that gives you the most joy, that makes you feel most connected in alignment to who you are and what you want to achieve. That is what is coming on through here, okay? Well, we're just going to take them all and see what's inside here. All right. Pisces. It's interesting because it was like, hey, Spirit. I feel like they've got something to share right now. Let's have a look what we've got here, Pisces. So when it comes to your heart chakra, there's the Three of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. So for some of you, this could have been where you were in a dynamic of some kind, a relationship. It could have been like a friendship as well. It could be a business partnership. It could be a relationship that was significant. It went further than just dating. It was, potentially you had celebrated some form of engagement. I don't know marriage as such, but I feel like this was a significant relationship. It could be. It could also have been that there was some form of distraction in the relationship as well. It could have been some of you were spending a lot of time with friends or vice versa. It could be that there was, another person who was getting some interest. Maybe there was some infidelity. I don't know, but I'm not feeling that energy. I'm just saying I think there was just distraction on that part, and people weren't 100% invested in the relationship, which ended up coming into that place of focusing on yourself, okay? I mean, this could be vice versa, Pisces, but in this scenario, I feel whatever's happened, there's a part of you that is still trying to claim back. I feel that joy, that abundance that you had in a former perhaps life, and life being just a previous chapter. And I think that's something that perhaps you're still working out. It could have been like a business partnership or some kind didn't work out. It could have been a friendship breakdown. And the reason I'm saying a breakdown is because we're going from the Three of Cups to the Nine of Pentacles. I'm taking this as like moving into your own independence, moving away from this situation, dynamic, whatever that is. And I feel there's been an impact relating to the heart space, relating to your desires, what is true to you and what fills you up. So I don't know, maybe for some of you it was a breakup in terms of a intimate partnership or relationship, but like I said, this could be other aspects to it as well, where you've just got to a place like, I think you're trying to find your place, your next, like what's next for you as part of this journey. And as you move into this, there's this you've got this excitement, you've got this new drive that you want to go towards something, but then there's also this conflict of, hang on, what should I be doing? What should I be going after is kind of what I'm feeling. Like you've got all these things lined up. I feel like, you can do one of three things that you can do really, really well, or that really, really make you get excited or feel good. And you're like, so which one should I go after? Because maybe on the outside, they look the same, but within it shows and produces different outcomes, right? So I think it's interesting what I'm getting from this Five of Wands energy. I feel like there's more than one version of what you're trying to create, and I think you're trying to figure out what exactly that is for you right now, because I think to the outside world it seems the same thing, but within the work that you do or whatever that is that you're pursuing or making progress towards, the outcomes are different. Okay. And I don't know if that makes sense for you, but it's kind of like if you're choosing one job over another, or you want to pursue a certain type of job, that perhaps the work they do is slightly different, and the type of people you work with is also different too, but the title or the job might seem the same on the outside. But as you start doing the work, you recognize the results and how things end up showing up and expanding and flourishing, end up producing differently. Okay, that's just, I don't know what that message is, but for someone that must have some meaning. It could be too that even if you're starting your own business, there's a multitude of things that you can do. And I think you're trying to piece it together on how to get the message out there that has its uniqueness around it. Because, I mean, as much as these leopards may look the same, the spots are kind of different on the outside. But it's hard to identify that if people are used to just seeing that all the time. It's kind of like the zebra. Everyone probably thinks, hey, the zebra is, they look the same. And you can identify it's a zebra, but at the end of the day, every zebra has its unique print. So it's kind of what I'm getting. And for some reason, this is relevant for someone here. Okay. With the Eight of Wands, as we're looking at your passion being ignited, for you, it's really getting like laser focused right now and it's interesting. It's like making money moves is what I'm getting here. But making money moves in respect of the information that comes in, any form of communication or news or action that you're taking, it's getting you closer to the money goals that you want to make. I feel that money is an important aspect of, our financial, I think, growth, stability, and independence, right? And this is about financial independence as well when we look at the Nine of Pentacles. So as you're making decisions, Pisces, we're stepping into the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Wands energy. Like this is significantly evolving for you. And I'm going to read this way as well because I'm finding this really interesting, is that with the Queen of Cups energy making a decision, this is a time, like we mentioned, like to connect into your intuition on what that heart center of yours is talking back. Like what is your higher self coming back and sharing with you? I think there's a place where you even amongst the challenging ideas, and I'll say challenging ideas because I don't think they're competing goals. Sometimes they're ideas that turn into goals where we take committed action. But this, I feel like, is ideas that you can put together and you're trying to figure out where the action you should be taking, okay? And then with the Queen of Cups, it's like you've got this creative energy, you've got this spark, but it's time to make a decision so you can step into filling that cup up and being in a place of stature in terms of the work that you're doing and getting the rewards and benefits that come with that. And I feel like with the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Wands energy, this is like a double strength that you have within you of being able to connect with yourself and really get connected and ignite this fire and turn it into, like I feel like leaps and bounds is what is coming through. That once you get really clear on what you want to do and go after it and make the decision and go into it like full heart, full trusting, knowing no matter what comes at you, that you're going to stay focused, because as you stay focused, this is about flow and fire. This is about trusting in your intuition, in a space of when you're doing the work, it's going to work. You're just going to know what to do next. And if you're concerned, I'm not sure what I should be doing, when you start taking action, Spirit's going to lead you. Your inner self, your guide is going to lead you. And that's a part of when you connect your heart, when you connect your intuition, when you connect your logic, but your thinking of being in flow. I don't know any other way. It's kind of like rejecting anything that's not supporting you in terms of thinking, in terms of purpose, in terms of activity, but also you just know what to do. It's like this powerful energy that you're stepping into that's going to support you right now. I hope this makes sense for you, Pisces, because I just think you're in a really strong place right now on what you can do, okay? I feel like I need to do another deck for clarifying, interestingly, because... So let's just get a little bit more clarity here. Thank you. So I've got the Chariot. Yeah, this is like moving towards the place that lights you up, Pisces, and taking action towards that, okay? Yeah. Oh, this is wonderful. It's so beautiful, okay? I mean, these cards are just clarifying where you energetically you're at and where the progress is going to start. And again, the word progress just keeps coming up. So with the Awakening card and Passion Ignited, this is really about when you've got so connected to what lights you up, Pisces, there's this part of you that is expanding in a new way and starting to speak your vision into existence is what I feel is happening here. With the decisions that need to be made, there's a part of you that is really assessing what you're willing to sacrifice to get where you need to go. I think that's a big thing for you, because some of you might be moving and relocating as well. Just with the Eight of Wands and the Chariot card, it could be that, maybe the work is you'll be traveling, you'll be working with people that are in different destinations. I'm not too sure about that for your situation, but that could be a possibility, and hence why what direction you're going is really important to you right now, and why you are making this pretty significant assessment is what I feel. Let's just dive a bit deeper. I don't want to keep you too long, Pisces, but there was a bit of messages coming on through there. So I've got the Knight of Voices. So this is about some form of communication that's definitely coming on through. It's interesting because I feel like for some of you, I don't know if this is going to excite you, this information coming on through. I feel like it's just a little bit abrupt. Why are you giving me so many cards? Let's just take it. It's interesting how we've got the Nine of Materials again and the Nine of Inspiration. So this is really like you're really stepping out, Pisces, in a very bold and independent, claiming your self-worth, claiming your power, and taking charge. It's interesting because with the Five of Voices and the Knight of Voices, like I said, there could be something abrupt that comes through, and probably that could be part of the conflict and direction. Is I feel with this, whoever's coming on through could be someone from a situation related to this that is trying to reach out to make everything okay. It's like when you see that olive branch, that's what they're trying to extend. It's like, I don't want to battle anymore. I don't want that energy around anymore. But that could be where it's like you finally have opened and healed your heart, and energetically you've probably cut them out, and that's where they energetically feel it, and they're coming back because they're like, oh, I feel like now they're really disconnected or something of that nature. It's interesting. That's kind of what's coming on through, but you're really stepping into your power here, Pisces. And I think with the Queen of Cups energy, this is also saying you're holding your own, but you're holding your own in such a emotionally intelligent way that you don't need to battle this person or this communication. I think you're so in your truth of where you're going and what you want to achieve and what you want to pursue that you recognize that it's like, yeah, that's great. Thanks, but no thanks. Like, I'm proud of what I've done, where I've led to, what I'm in pursuit of, and where I'm progressing. I don't need to take on that other shit anymore. Like, I let it go. And I mean, I don't think it was an easy thing that you could let go, but I feel like there's some form of something that was let go or cut out in the past, and you're not feeding into it, and you should be proud of that. That's really good boundaries you're putting into place, Pisces. And there's this bold richness about you, but I think that's another reason, right? They feel it, they know it. They're like, oh my God, what are they up to? Oh, I see they're doing so well now, even though I kind of like squashed their spirit a bit or whatever. It's kind of like they're coming back around. Bastards. Anyway, let's have a look. So we've got the 7 of materials. So whatever's happening for you right now, Pisces, financially, there's a lot of growth, okay? And this growth is that if you feel that you're starting again, this is to remind you you're not starting again. This is just a new chapter. While it might feel like, oh, well, I'm starting from scratch, you're coming with so much wealth, so much knowledge, and you've planted so many seeds up until this day to get where you need to go. So with this good news coming on through with the 8 of Wands, I feel that news is like you're getting a payoff. There's a payoff coming of some kind, an opportunity, a situation. And I feel it's like, finally I can breathe. Finally I can relax. So if you've been waiting for, clients getting paid, whatever that is, I feel like that's coming on through, and it's like, yay, this is working. This is paying off because you've already done the work, previously, Pisces. There's a lot of work that you've done that is now, it's kind of like this karmic charge in terms of like benefits from all the work that you've done, okay? And Spirit is still rewarding you there. Yeah. And this is letting you know, like, don't give up on your hopes and your dreams. They're coming to fruition. And I think you know that. You know that you're on the verge of something pretty special. You probably can feel it in your bones. The ideas, the thinking that comes on through. Like I said, when you connect all 3 aspects of you, this is what that something on the other side is coming. And I think it's just not giving up on your hopes and dreams, because the news is coming on through where I feel like there's this sense of relief and trust and belief that this is just going to get better, okay? But sometimes as part of that, we have to heal, and we have to be willing to set up boundaries and cut things out that aren't going to serve us, as we've kind of seen here. So there's cool stuff happening, Pisces. This is, and I keep saying this, but this is really a time to get clear on what it is that you want and go after it, and don't allow things in that are going to block that opportunity for you, okay? Because this is an exciting time. There's a lot of wins coming in. I think it's just recognizing your strength, your self-worth, and getting into a place where you're truly connected to what it is that you want from a heart space, okay? So we're just going to get a couple of cards from Spirit. Thank you. So this is Radha, Soul Flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. And again, she's in green, and I feel like this is related to your heart space right now, Pisces. And like I said, the loss could be in many different forms. This could have been like a job, a business partner, a relationship, like one that could have been romantic, one that could be like friendship. There's something where I feel there has been a little bit of a breakdown, but it's helping you right now to break through that loss, to recognize that you are healing and there's this new passion within you that's ignited to really move forward. And then we've got Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. And I like this for you, Pisces, because I feel as you're moving through, as you're stepping into this new version of yourself, there's a lot of benefits, a lot of rewards that are coming your way. But that's because you're just being you. And that's all you need to be, is just be you. And I feel like this is a special time, Pisces, because it's like a new chapter, a fresh start without the new beginnings of not knowing. You have a lot of wealth of experience and hindsight to support your path forward and make the progress that you're wanting to make. So I'm going to leave that with you. Love, like, and subscribe to support the channel, to share more of this goodness for all you amazing Pisces. And I appreciate you very much. I'll catch you later.